Even the most followed man in history had a day when no one believed him, a day when the cheers faded, the crowds thinned, and even his closest friends looked at him with eyes full of confusion and doubt. This wasn't a story of grand miracles or loud proclamations. It was a story of silence, of a profound and human loneliness that settled like dust over a quiet Galilean village. This is the story of that day. In the beginning, the excitement was palpable. He spoke of love, of kingdoms unseen, of a truth that felt as real as the bread in their hands. People left their fishing nets, their tax booths, their old lives, all to follow this electrifying teacher. They had witnessed the impossible. They had felt a hope they never knew existed. They believed they were on the cusp of a revolution, a new dawn led by a man who seemed to hold the very secrets of heaven. But then, the words began to change. They grew deeper, more challenging. He spoke of his own suffering, of a destiny that didn't involve earthly crowns or political victory. He offered his own body and blood as sustenance, a concept so foreign, so jarring, that it shattered their expectations. The whispers started subtly, a murmur rippling through the once adoring crowd. What is he saying? Is this not the carpenter's son? We know his family. The ideas that once inspired them now felt unsettling, even dangerous. The doubt wasn't malicious. It was born of fear, of a deep-seated human desire for certainty. They had followed him expecting a king who would overthrow their oppressors, a leader who would restore their national pride. Instead, he spoke of sacrifice, of a spiritual kingdom they couldn't see or touch. The path he described was not one of glory, but of hardship. And for many, the cost of belief suddenly seemed too high. The questions hung heavy in the air, unspoken but felt by everyone. Have we been mistaken? Have we left everything for a dream that will never come true? Imagine him standing there, in the midst of the very people who had hailed him as a messiah just days before. He sees it in their faces, the hesitation, the fear, the slow retreat. He is not surrounded by enemies, but by friends who are losing their faith in him. This is a unique kind of isolation, a loneliness that echoes in the space between loving hearts. He is not a distant, untouchable figure. He is a man, feeling the sting of misunderstanding, the quiet pain of being utterly alone in a crowd of his own making. There is no anger in his eyes, no frustration, only a profound sadness, a deep, patient empathy for their struggle. He understands their fear better than they do. He knows the comfort of the familiar and the terror of the unknown. He sees that their doubt is not a rejection of him, but a reflection of their own human limitations. They are looking for a hero they can understand, a story with an ending they can predict, and he is offering them something far more mysterious, far more demanding. This moment reveals a timeless human truth. Every new idea, every paradigm shift, is met with resistance. The pioneers, the visionaries, the truth-tellers, they are often the loneliest people in the room. To see what others cannot, to believe in a future that seems impossible, is to accept a period of profound isolation. Truth often arrives not as a comforting friend, but as an unsettling stranger, challenging our most cherished beliefs and forcing us to confront our own fears. We cling to what we know because it feels safe, and we push away what we don't understand. In that charged atmosphere, he could have argued, he could have tried to persuade them, to perform another miracle, to remind them of all they had seen. He could have raised his voice, demanding their loyalty. But he does none of these things. Instead, he embraces the silence. He meets their doubt not with force, but with a quiet strength. He understands that genuine belief cannot be coerced. It must be chosen, freely and personally. His silence is not weakness, it is his most powerful statement. It says, I have told you the truth, I will not water it down to make you comfortable. I will not change my path to ease your fears. He gives them the freedom to walk away, respecting their journey even as it breaks his own heart. He chooses to let his actions, and the unstoppable march of time, be his ultimate vindication. He trusts that the seeds he has planted will one day grow, even if he isn't there to see the harvest. This is the essence of true leadership. It's not about being popular or universally understood. It's about holding fast to a vision, especially when you are standing alone. It's about having the courage to withstand the storm of doubt, to remain calm when the world misunderstands you, and to have faith in the truth even when no one else does. It is a leadership forged not in power, but in patience. Not in charisma, but in character. It teaches us that the most difficult moments are not when we face our enemies, but when we face the doubts of our friends. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the dusty ground, the crowd thinned. Some walked away, shaking their heads. Their brief season of hope, now a memory. Others lingered, torn between the man they thought they knew and the stranger he seemed to have become. The air grew cooler, quieter. The moment of decision had passed. This lonely day was not the end of his story, but a crucial, human chapter within it. It was a moment of profound quiet before the thunderous events that would follow. It reminds us that even the most world-changing journeys have moments of quiet despair, moments when the path ahead is shrouded in fog and the only companion is your own unwavering conviction. Before the world believed, Jesus stood alone, and in that solitude he showed us not the power of a god, but the incredible resilient strength of the human spirit. He simply turned and began to walk away from the small, silent crowd, his silhouette framed against the fading light of a lonely day.